The news of PlayStation VR support for the Wipeout Omega Collection was practically a dream come true, because even though I hadn't spent a significant amount of time with any of the titles in the series since Wipeout XL on PlayStation 1, here was the promise of 3 complete games, already stunningly beautiful on PlayStation 4 proper, that would push VR gamers to their limits, maneuvering insane turns on futuristic, roller coaster-like tracks at breakneck speeds, something that other titles have promised but never quite delivered on. And now that the patch is finally here, I have to say that it's better than I could have ever possibly imagined. If you're already acclimated to VR and you're ready for something intense, immediately go into the settings and turn off all of the FOV filters and lock the camera to the pilot rather than the ship. The sensation of sitting in the cockpit and hovering over the track as your ship subtly sways back and forth before the race even begins is almost nerve-wracking. Then the 3, 2, 1 countdown kicks everything into high speed, and Omega becomes the fastest, most intense racing game I've ever played. And as I already mentioned, Wipeout Omega isn't just one game. This collection includes 2048, Wipeout HD, and Fury, meaning you're getting 3 full games, each with its own campaign, unlockable ships and tracks, unique game modes, and online multiplayer. Getting through even one of these titles in single player will take countless hours, making Omega one of the most robust games currently available for PlayStation VR. For a game that wasn't designed for VR, Wipeout is a visual tour de force. The level of details in the environment and the sheer amount of color infused into every track has to be seen to be believed. And Wipeout isn't just about racing. The weapons, from the simple rapid-fire cannons to the track-warping Quake, feel ridiculously satisfying, especially when they allow you to decimate your opponents and pull in the first place at the last minute. 9 different game modes keep Wipeout Omega from ever getting stale, 2 of my favorites being Eliminator and Zone. Eliminator focuses on combat and actually allows the player to turn around at will, race in the opposite direction, and attack opponents head-on. I love this as it fundamentally changes the game and always reminds me a bit of Destruction Derby. In the other, the psychedelic endurance zone races gradually accelerate your craft automatically until the speed becomes too much and you ultimately lose by crashing into a wall. The series' trademark electronic soundtrack is back too, and I couldn't ask for a more appropriate set of tunes to race to.
Zone 20, clear.
By 2018, the futuristic racing genre had been done to death, and I wasn't totally sure there was anything that could make it appealing for me again. But as I often say, VR makes everything better. And in this case, PlayStation VR, combined with some really talented developers, didn't just make everything better, they made it incredible. 3 full games for $20 means that even if you never engage in the online multiplayer, you still have one of PlayStation VR's deepest and best games. The Wipeout Omega Collection has raised the bar considerably, and is a must-have for every thrill-seeking PlayStation VR owner.